Ultamize. Your attention is already being attracted every day, all day. The question is not whether attraction is happening. The question is who's directing it, because the modern world isn't neutral. Your phone isn't neutral. Your feed isn't neutral. The apps on your screen are not sitting there politely saying, use us when it supports your life goals. No, they want you now, right now. They want the thumb, they want the click, they want the scroll, they want the reaction. The extra minute that becomes 40 minutes gone. And they're very good at getting it. And that's why any modern version of the law of attraction has to talk about attention. 20 some years ago, when The Secret became a phenomenon, the smartphone hadn't yet become the command center of daily life. Well, now it is. For many people, the phone is the first thing they touch in the morning and the last thing they see at night. That means before they've even asked, what do I want today? The world has already answered for them. Hey, check this, watch this, buy this, be angry about this, compare yourself to this person, laugh at this, worry about that. Suddenly, your mind is no longer your own meeting room. It's a rented conference space where every advertiser, influencer, app designer, and algorithm gets a chair. That's a problem. It's a big problem. Not because technology is evil. I love technology. I make my living using technology. But technology is not automatically aligned with your future. It's aligned with whatever keeps you engaged. That's a difference, a huge difference. Your future might require quiet. The app wants noise. Your future might require concentration. The platform wants interruption. Your future might require a hard conversation, a written plan, or an hour of focused work. The feed wants one more swipe. That's the hidden force. Not one giant villain, not one dramatic enemy, just thousands of tiny attractions pulling you away from the life you say you want. And here's the awkward part: most of them feel good. That's why they work. If distraction felt like eating wet cardboard, nobody would struggle with it. But distraction feels fun. It feels social. It feels relaxing. It feels like a break. Sometimes it even feels productive. You tell yourself, well, I'm researching. You're staying informed. You're learning. You're networking. And okay, maybe you are for 5 minutes. Then somehow you're watching a video of a golden retriever learning to ring a doorbell, and you're emotionally invested in whether the dog respects boundaries. We've all been there. The issue isn't that you occasionally relax. Relaxation is fine. Entertainment is fine. The issue is proportion. If your best attention goes to other people's creations, other people's goals, other people's products, and other people's drama, what's left for your own future? Usually scraps, tired scraps. End of the day, scraps. The little leftover pieces of focus after everyone else has had a feast on you. That's not enough. A better future requires prime attention, not just your leftover attention. This is where the law of attraction can become very practical. Start asking, what am I allowing to attract me? Not in some mystical sense, but in a daily sense. What pulls your eyes? What pulls your mood? What pulls your time? What pulls you into conversations that don't really matter? What pulls you away from the people, the work, and habits that do matter? Because whatever attracts your attention repeatedly begins to shape your life. If your attention goes to outrage every morning, your nervous system starts the day in outrage. If your attention goes to envy every night, your mind goes to sleep comparing. If your attention goes to shallow entertainment every free moment, your deeper goals never get oxygen. But if your attention goes to your vision, your plan, your craft, your health, your relationship, your service, and your work, well, something changes. Not instantly, but steadily. You begin to become the kind of person who's easier for opportunity to find. So here's the practical move. Before you give your phone your first attention, give your future self 5 minutes, just five. Ask yourself, what am I building? What matters today? What's one action that supports the life I want? Now, that may sound small. Good. Small is how you start. Small beats imaginary. 5 focused minutes before the world grabs you can change the emotional direction of your entire day. You're not trying to defeat every app. You're not trying to become a monk. You're not throwing your phone into the ocean and moving to a cabin where your only entertainment is alphabetizing lentils. You're just reclaiming first access to your own mind. That's all. First access matters because if you don't choose what attracts your attention, someone else will. And they may be brilliant, they may be persuasive, they may have billions of dollars and a team of engineers, but they are not responsible for your future. You are. So protect the attention that builds it.